see a lot of people talking about how you should read the book Careless People because Mark Zuckerberg doesn't want you to, but I don't see nearly enough talking about how Sheryl Sandberg probably doesn't want y'all to either. Because while it's scathing about all Meta executives, this one feels like a traitor. And while I realize women almost always get dragged in the media more than men, and I should be happy to see that, I think this is a great example of when you have enough wealth, it's not that your other identities don't matter, but that intersection puts you in a different category. And while on the surface, she seems to acknowledge that in her books, it could still have that juxtaposition of the feeling of, girl, you got so much money, why are you writing about this? To, well, you have the power and privilege with all that wealth, so maybe you should be talking about it. And she has been heavily criticized from the beginning of her first book, Lean In, which I'll be honest, it was the first, I guess, feminist book I ever read as someone who was raised to believe that sexism does not exist. And so it was a good baby step for me at the time. And I read it like a decade after it came out. However, this tell all outlines like she wasn't just defending sexual abusers at Meta, which she was also one of them. She was also not supportive of pregnant women or women with young children, which is a critical piece of women being able to work. She thought she was very approachable and understanding by recommending that the author get a Filipina nanny, which cringe at what she said about Filipinas, talking about how subservient they are and good at English. Racism. So while the suspicion was always there, I did not expect it to be this bad. I haven't seen her respond to the book yet, but this came out yesterday, which seems like her PR team has been hard at work. But like one of my study respondents said, there's a seat at the table of 10 for one woman, and women will kill each other to get into that seat. And I would add, especially white women.